Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is June 16th, and right now we are looking at the visible satellite imagery as of yesterday morning. And I'm going to put this into motion, and you can see that marine there really get eaten away as we go during the daytime hours there. And you can see most of the coast was clear yesterday. Some high level clouds moving across Northern California. But I want you to watch right there. I believe that is the post fire there across some of Southern California, kicking off some of that smoke as we went towards the evening hours. Back towards this morning, you can see it's died down a bit here, but the fire is still ongoing. We'll look at that in a bit more detail here in a moment. And you can see not too bad a cloud cover there along the immediate coastal areas. Some of that marine layer returned to some of Los Angeles, San Diego counties here this morning. If we take a closer look at what was going on yesterday, let's scroll all the way back through the day, and you'll see as we went through the afternoon hours, there it goes. You can see that smoke rise up there on the GOES 18 satellite imagery, producing quite a bit of smoke, and some of that drifted down into Los Angeles Metro here as well. So we'll see what that does again today, if that's going to flare up. But you can see the smoke that is out and about this morning right now, and that is from that fire here. And as the winds get going, likely to start to pump out some smoke again as we go through the day today. You can see that right here, the post fire, and this is about 11,000 acres right now. You can go and see all this fire information out there as well. I believe this is cal.gov here. I'll show you that website here at the end of the video. Dangerous ocean conditions today as well. Increased surf as we go through Sunday. You can see some of the Ventura and LA coast 4 to 6 feet. Central coast 7 to 9 feet here. Combined seas 10 to 14. Strong rip currents. Stay off the rocks and jetties. Inexperienced boaters remain in port there. National Weather Service, Los Angeles. And you can see they do have the beach hazard statements. We have high wind warnings for some of the higher terrain that really get kicked up during the afternoon and evening hours here as well. So hopefully, that doesn't have too much of an impact on the fires out there. Although it's probably going to have, it's probably going to allow that fire to flare up again as we go through the day today. And you can see some of these very strong winds are going to be associated with that out of the north and the northwest. And this is for Eureka, California. Also have red flag warnings across some portions of Northern California. The low relative humidity is there with some strong gusty winds, and any fires that develop will likely spread rapidly. You can see this does include a lot of valley areas, Redding, Chico, Yuba City, down towards Sacramento here. Again, some of these gusty winds towards 35 miles per hour and some of these low relative humidities. If we look here, you can see the minimum relative humidity forecast here. San Francisco, not doing too bad. Of course, you're out towards the coastal areas here. But once you get inland, you notice some of these lower values and some of these gusty winds. Not a good combination there for fire weather. And this is the beach hazard statements. Goes all the way down towards San Diego. And you can see some of the surf out there. Watch out for that increased rip current activity for the swimmers. Surf will subside Monday night and Tuesday. Taking a look at the excessive heat warning there across portions of Arizona does include Phoenix, of course, as well. So you guys know what to do to beat the heat out there. It's that time of year as we start to go through June. And June 16th, check it out. We had some interesting weather here over the past years here. A brief tornado near Whittier, California back in 1995. That would have been interesting to see. Hopefully that didn't do much damage, just did some minor property damage, it looks like there. But yeah, interesting stuff there. And you can see it rain in San Diego for the first time in the last 164 days back in 2009 there. So yeah, interesting stuff out there if you're willing to go ahead and look back through the archive. So looking at the GFS, we've got this system kind of sliding down across the Intermountain West, keeping temperatures suppressed somewhat. So we don't have any kind of big heat wave or anything going on, but we do have those gusty winds and low relative humidities, even though we're not that exceptionally hot. As we go towards the weekend, you can see the temperatures start to rebound a bit here, but then as we go towards the end of June, you'll notice we got another trough trying to swing down here across some of the west coast here as well. But I'll show you the precipitation map here in a moment because it's not reflecting some of these below normal temperatures here. We'll start with the GFS as of last night. If I scroll all the way through here, maybe just some drizzle along some of the coastal areas, but you scroll out towards the 2-week period, you can see not much precipitation at all scheduled for a lot of the southwest here. You get a bit further across eastern Arizona, some of Utah, New Mexico, you pick up a bit more here. But California, largely precipitation free here. It doesn't bode well for our fire prospects here off into the future. 80-meter wind speed here, and we put this into motion. And again, just kind of pointing this out as we go through the evening hours of these winds really pick up down the coastline here and across some of the higher terrain. And watch what happens as we go on in through the day Monday. Look at some of these northerlies surging down across the California-Nevada border, some of the desert areas. Watch out if you're driving a high-profile vehicle, big rig out there. Yeah, it's going to get a bit windy here as we go through Monday night, and then Tuesday morning it shows here, and then those are going to bounce back again here as we go through the day. Tuesday afternoon, eventually this will kick up again. Pretty typical stuff here. And with that fire activity and those fires burning out there, it's going to be spreading smoke across the region as well. Taking a look at the 2-day graphical tropical weather outlook here, you can see 20% chance of cyclone formation over the next 48 hours here. So getting a little active out here across some of the eastern Pacific Ocean here, but we'll be watching it. This is a long ways off for having any kind of effect here on the Southwest USA right now. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, June 21st through 25th here. Got that above normal signal here, but it's going to be kind of ebb and flow. And you saw we do have some troughs here, keeping some of the temperature suppressed at times. So take that with a grain of salt. Below average across a lot of the west here as well. And if you want to check this out, current emergency incidents out there, you go to this CAL FIRE, ca.gov website, and you can see all the fires out there. You can click on these individual areas here, and you can get more details about these individual fires, depending on where you live here across the state of California. So great website there. And again, that post-fire here, hopefully that doesn't flare up too badly again today, and they're getting a handle on it out there. Take a look at that again tomorrow as well. But yeah, interesting stuff when you can look at the GOES 18 satellite imagery. Man, I've always wondered about this, but it's something that when I was a kid, I remember when the GOES satellites were coming online, we first had access to them. It was just amazing being actually to see the satellite imageries of what is going on. And now we just have amazing technology where we can see these individual fires just go up. So yeah, interesting stuff. Hopefully that smoke isn't too hard on people across Southern California here, and hopefully it doesn't flare up again too bad today. But otherwise, we'll continue to break this down. We'll continue to watch out for systems coming in our future. Click like and subscribe. We will do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.